And it's Jeff Kassouf that'll get us going.
Sure, I'll get us going. And Lindsay, I'm wondering how the first few, I guess, months at this point, right, in Lyon have been, what that's been like, and maybe particularly what it's been like with Kat, which, you get to develop that partnership there and here.
Yeah, first few months have been a little different for me. Obviously, I was dealing with my knee injury and just getting through that, and also integrating into the team. I guess in a different way because of that. Kat's been great for me. I think it's always nice knowing that you have another American there with you, and she's been very helpful. All the internationals for there have been very, very helpful. But the team's been welcoming. It's been great. I think the past few weeks have obviously been awesome for me. Just getting back into training and playing in that first Champions League game was really cool.
And just does Champions League feel any different now? It seems like it's a much bigger deal from afar than it was even a few years back. The last time you played.
For me, I think it's always been like one of the biggest tournaments in the world. I think that's what any football player wants to play in. I put it in, playing in the World Cup and the Olympics, these major tournaments. It's that's where any player wants to be. But I think for anyone in Europe, the Champions League is the highest level. So yeah, it was. I had that feeling back then when I played at PSG, but now it's obviously a little bit more intense, and I'm in a different place. So yeah, it was amazing feeling.
Do you have anything else for Linz? Jeff,
Thank you.
you're good? Okay. Let's go to Jonathan Tannenwald. Go ahead, JT.
Thanks, Aaron. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for the time. To continue on the question with Kat, what have you made of how she's played in Lyon so far? She's, certainly been scoring a lot of goals and then, playing some pretty stylish stuff. And it looks like she took to getting integrated there very quickly. What have you seen of her on the field?
Yeah, again, with the short period of time that I've been there, Kat's done great. I think she's obviously a huge player for them now because they look at her to be scoring the goals. And also Kat just like developing her game in a different way. Obviously she plays the 9 here a lot of the time, and in Lyon she's switching back and forth between the midfield and up top. So obviously you have the versatility there, and Kat's just a complete footballer. So I think for me it's pretty easy to mesh with her because I know how she wants to play and what she's like, and you have that creative aspect as well. And the coolest part is she's young and she wants to learn, and I think she takes great pride in that. So there's going to be a lot to come from Kat, and she's already doing, amazing things, scoring, some of the sickest goals I've seen, and doing it on the biggest stage like our last Champions League game. So I'm really, really happy for her, and it's just amazing playing with her.
You at all surprised that she has, integrated as quickly and easily as she has as a young player? It's not always easy to do.
I think a lot goes on behind the scenes that people don't see. I mean, Kat could say it for herself, but it's hard to integrate in a foreign culture, and she even told me that at the beginning that it hasn't always been, the way it is right now. I think we both share that experience. So I think Kat, has done a really good job at making it seem like it's been easy, and with the way that she's playing and her confidence, and going to work every single day and working her ass off. So again, you don't see like all the things behind the scenes that she's had to deal with, and again, just a testament to Kat and how she is as a person and player.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jonathan. Let's go to Jackie Gutierrez. Go ahead, Jackie.
Thanks, Aaron. Hey, Lindsay, Jackie here with Wilmington Falls. On this roster, you and Kelly are the only two who have 100+ caps with the national team. And so just wondering, how have you grown as leader and just coming alongside some of these newer players on the team?
Yeah, I think, again, the past few camps, it's a realization for me that is the case, and that I am one of the the older veteran players now that has to help lead this team, and it is a big transition for me, but I can say that Kelly has been very helpful in that sense, and knowing she's alongside me and a few other players that are up there in caps and have been in major tournaments with this team for a while now. We kind of know that is our job and our responsibility, and not just to lead this team, but to help these new younger players learn and hold the standard of this team and the level, and every single day in training, games, off the field, on the field, whatnot. So again, it's been a good challenge for me, and hopefully I can continue moving forward in that.
Yeah, and then just another quick question for you. I noticed you and Carrie Vicario were talking about whether United had texting capabilities. So I was wondering if either
You
you
see
came to a
this?
conclusion
Well,
on
no.
that, or you're still in the works.
me and my friend Carrie, who now plays for LA, we've been arguing about United free texting for about 2.5 years because I always text her when I'm on United, and she disagrees that that's not the case and that I buy Wi-Fi every time. I don't buy Wi-Fi every time. I text her because it's free, and I'm pretty sure we came to the conclusion that I was right, but anyone can disagree.
Well, I'll let her know next time I see her.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, knowing Lindsay and Carrie like I do, I'm gonna say
It was
Lindsay.
so funny.
It's probably Lindsay, having flown around the world a million times. Let's go to Jeff Carlisle. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Aaron. Hi, Lindsay. To what degree do the points of emphasis in attack vary from game to game? So, for example, in this game, are there strengths that you guys are focusing on? Are there weaknesses that in the other team that you're trying to exploit? What's your approach to that? And what's the team's approach?
Obviously we do film every single game that we play on, and show what the opponent has and what they can exploit and whatnot. But I think right now it is just focusing on us, and with so many new players and young players and change of lineups, whatnot, it's kind of just getting everyone meshed together and focusing on what we can do to, be at our best in this game and score goals and win and keep performing, because we have qualifying to get ready for. So I think that's kind of the main focus for these two games.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Sean McCaffrey. Go ahead, Sean.
Thank you for taking the time out to speak with us today. You mentioned directly the Olympics, the World Cup. How exactly does the Champions League games compare with that, between intensity on the field, the fans, media coverage, and whatnot?
Well, it's gotten better and better since the last time I was involved in Champions League. Obviously, again, World Cup and Olympics, you're on the world stage, and it's what every player strives to be, amongst and playing for. I think Champions League, it's just different. I grew up as a young player watching it, and you see all the best players in the world playing in it. And again, for me, it's just, where I want to be, what I want to be playing for, and I've never won a Champions League trophy. So the intensity, the passion out there, I felt it again, and especially in the home game. Even in the away game, the goal that Juve scored to give them the 2-1 lead against us was like, they won the World Cup final. And it's incredible. You should celebrate that. It's a huge game. You're playing against, Lyon, and now Juve is one of the better teams in Europe, which is really cool to see for women's soccer, football. And yeah, so now it is like when you celebrate, you're celebrating a World Cup final. But yeah, it's competitive. Teams are getting better. It's just making football for women, much, much, much better.
Well, I'm pretty sure the world's going to be watching PSG Lyon.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Unless anyone else raises their hand, the last one for Linz, we'll go to Marissa Dombach. Go ahead, Marissa.
Hi, Lindsay. Just a quick question about the relationship forming between you and Kat at Lyon. How is that going to transfer to playing with the national team?
Well, I hope it transfers in a good way. I think, me and Kat having that relationship in Lyon hopefully will only make it better here. the more and more that we play together, I think the more we can understand each other's tendencies and just how we play. And again, like I said, Kat plays a few different positions, and it's going to help her and her versatility and her knowing me better. So hopefully, again, it helps. It helps this team, and it helps at Leona as well.